Today, I want to talk about how your imposter syndrome is actually a sign of how much you know. So, have you heard about something called the Dunning-Kruger effect? It is really well demonstrated by this graph right here. Basically, when you first start learning about something, you experience a spike of confidence about how much you know about it. For example, you've listened to one podcast episode, you've read one book, or you've taken one class about a certain subject. And then you walk around with your chest puffed out, thinking, yeah, I get this. This is so easy. Why does everyone else struggle so much with this? And you don't do this because you're a total jerk, by the way. Everybody does this. It happens because you don't know what you don't know. You think that you know everything. And so you feel very confident. And then, as you learn more about the subject, you start to grasp what you don't know. Complexities emerge. You realize that there are exceptions to the rules, and what seemed so clear cut and well defined becomes a gray, murky area. And you understand that your knowledge about this subject is a drop in the bucket compared to everything you could know. And so you slide into the valley of despair. And so as you learn more, your knowledge and your competence about the subject, the x axis here, is actually growing. And at the very same time, your confidence drops. It goes way below the peak that it was at right at the beginning. And so if you're sitting here right now, feeling a bunch of imposter syndrome, and you're thinking, why are they trusting me with this decision or this initiative or this new role? Don't they know I have no idea what I'm doing? When am I going to be revealed for the fraud that I actually am? If you're having those kinds of thoughts, you don't need to get rid of your imposter syndrome. You actually just need to reinterpret the signal. That fraudulent feeling that you feel is actually a sign of how competent you are. It is a sign that you are not standing at the peak of Mount Stupid, but that you are a seasoned expert who has seen enough to know that things aren't as simple as they seem and is wise enough to know what they don't know. Your imposter syndrome is exactly what makes you so qualified. So now that you've heard me say that, I want you to ask yourself, how does that resonate with your brain? Does it calm you down 100% and you just get back to work with calmness and confidence? If so, that's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Or does your brain have a nagging objection to this idea? Is it like, yes, but, and it finds a new way to hang on to its fear? If that's you, come book a free public coaching call with me and let's talk about it. Because all that's happening is that your brain has a counter argument to this thought, which is totally normal. It happens all the time. And all we have to do is surface what that counter argument is and respond to it. And we have to keep having the conversation back and forth with your brain until it believes something new. And that is how you rewrite the mental operating system that is unconsciously controlling 95% of what you think, feel, and do every day. So if you want to do that, go to the link above and book a free public coaching call with me. And if you don't want to just rewrite one line of code in that mental operating system, but if you want to learn the skill of, first of all, finding the buggy lines of code that aren't creating the results you want, and then taking those buggy lines out of the surrounding code without destabilizing everything, and then putting in new lines of code, new pieces of logic that resonate and click right in and have you feeling better day to day and create better results for you. And then if you want to learn how to deploy those new lines of code again and again in the relevant environments until it becomes totally automatic and the old stuff is completely overwritten. I can't do all of that in just one call, but we can do it in a coaching package. We'll work through those buggy lines one line at a time. We'll experiment, we'll troubleshoot, we'll adjust week after week. You'll get all the results that you came for, and you'll get enough reps with this mental programming language so that you can keep making adjustments to your mental operating system forever, long after you stopped working with me. So if you're tired of letting your default mental programming run your life, and if you're ready to learn how to write new updates directly into the source code, come talk to me and let's get started. Go to the link above and book a free coaching consult.